What's up, people? This is Kevin, and this is the Noons Report. So today, we learned that over 250 federal agents were definitely inside the Capitol on January 6, 2021, with over 25 other federal agents as well. So like 275 people were there in regular clothes, acting and coordinating and leading people into a trap. This is just another conspiracy theory that has now turned out to be true. Almost every week now, every few days, every couple hours, another conspiracy theory comes true. And there's so many levels to this. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it. I've stopped thinking about January 6th, like on an hourly basis years ago now. It was literally a battle with every single liberal friend that I have that turned into nothing because everything they've stacked against reality since the moment it happened. All you had to do was witness it while it was happening to know that it was a false flag. Now, be real with yourselves. Every single liberal person that claimed that it was the threat to democracy that they say it was knew the whole time that it was cosplay. There's no way anyone believed that January 6th was genuine. And no cops died. Only Ashley Babbitt. And other people did die after the fact. But it was all right-wing people. They lied and imprisoned hundreds of people. These people, elderly women, some of them, and elderly men that were just going to participate in supporting Donald Trump, end up being led into a false flag trap that ultimately took away almost 4 years of their life. The lawsuits, and I know Trump will make this right now that these facts are out. The lawsuits and the hell that the people that put these J6 people through, this is going to go on for 10, 15 more years. We will not stop until the J6 individuals receive justice. Now, also today we learned, and yesterday, but today we learned that James Comey is being indicted. He is the first domino to fall. And we know that he is going to bring them all down. And not without a fight, though. We know for a fact that things are just getting started. They know that they are losing, so they are going to start pulling out all the stops. Literally, nothing is off the table. If you think what the last 2 weeks were shock and awe, and basically us getting MK Ultra on a daily basis for 2 weeks was something, then you have no idea what they have in store. Do I know? Am I going to make assumptions? Of course not, because everything until it happens sounds ridiculous and dismissive. So we know that nothing is off the table, and anyone that doubts that the left aren't behind the stuff that's happening is insane, because all of the rhetoric, everything that is being pushed right now is anger and division by the left and the people that are funding them. We need to take some serious steps back right now and see that we are getting brought into a trap. Everything that's happening right now, Charlie, Gaza, everything is all connected. Iran, Epstein, everything is all connected. I am just completely torn by everything that's happened with Charlie Kirk, because I have doubts now as to who Charlie surrounded himself with, who he was maybe becoming because he's having changes in his opinions. So that whole story, the whole last 2 weeks, has been a psyop. MK Ultra on every single person that cares. And then the inflammation and the demons that came out afterwards. This is all happening for a reason. I believe this is the plan. We are still locked in to the plan. And anyone that hears this, that knows what I'm talking about, knows that the ending is not for everyone. It's gonna tear us all to pieces, and a lot of us aren't gonna make it to the end. Now, I've thought for days now that Charlie may have faked his death, and I've even had many videos pulled down now, and my TikTok account is basically on the last thread right now, one last strike, and they're taking me out for pushing or talking about how Charlie may have faked his death. So that's why I'm here on Rumble. I'm going to be here on YouTube and Instagram. It seems like that's where I'm going to be able to get my views out. But Charlie seems to have been more than we realized. He was being offered more money than we can even imagine, and then didn't take that money. And now he's no longer here. And everyone that's surrounding him seems to only be sort of upset. I mean, his whole team, yeah, they're taking on the show now. Andrew Colvett, Erica Kirk was on there today. They've had a bunch of people on this week, and it's been very touching. But these people are just dismissing everything and just rolling with an FBI story that makes no sense. And I believe even the normies on the left, they're not buying this either. People are so drained from Charlie Kirk's assassination and having to see that every single day the first 4 or 5 days, it was every single time you opened up your phone, you saw Charlie Kirk. Maybe it was just my algorithm, but I believe it was mostly everyone. Everyone I work with was talking to me about it because they know that they can talk to me about those things. And they were like, bro, I saw that thing continuously. So that was intentional. They made sure that they got that footage and that we saw it nonstop. And frankly, it makes me sick to know that these people are trying to completely alter our minds in hopes that maybe we return the favor and incite the violence that they want us to incite. And that's why I'm asking you, whoever's seeing this video on the Noons Report, that you need to find time with God. That's the only way that you're going to make it through this. And I know that sounds cliche and sounds really too much for some people, but you need to find God. You need to find the time to speak to Him. You need to find the time to be a better man. You need to be a better father if you're a father. You need to stop thinking just solely about yourself. You have time for yourself. You can find time for yourself. You need to be a man of your word, and you need to stand firm. And these are the things that Charlie Kirk was fighting for, and ultimately has been removed from our life. And also, another weird thing that I noticed is that Spotify has removed the majority of Charlie Kirk's back catalog. Now, if you go and you look, you're only going to find on Spotify, I don't know about other services, but I've listened to him since 2020, 2019, or whatever it was, almost every single day, 3-4 episodes, whatever he would put out, I would consume. And now you can only go back and see up to July of this year. So Spotify is removing Charlie's words. And I haven't heard anyone bring this up yet. It's frankly disgusting, honestly, because I was about to start back over and just take that all in again. I just bought some of his books that I didn't own already. And there's some telling things in that first book, Time for a Turning Point, that came out in, I think, 2016 or 2015. He says some weird things. I'm going to make a video about what I find in that book, too. I'm just a few chapters in now. But I'm going to end it at that. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm new to this Rumble right now, so if you see this, please follow along. I'd really appreciate it, trying to get this going. This is the Noons Report. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Peace out.